In 1988, in Santa Rosa, California, a couple was throwing a birthday party for their eldest daughter, Katie. However, Katie didn't seem very happy because her younger sister, Chris, had recently made a new friend named Toby, and the two of them often teased her. A few days later, while the father, Alvin, who worked as a nursing videographer, was alone in the garage, he suddenly heard noises upstairs. He grabbed his camera and went upstairs to investigate, only to find toys from the living room and the girls' bedroom all pulled out as if someone had just played with them. Even the door to the toy storage compartment had been opened. However, what was eerie was that it was a Monday and his wife and daughter were not at home. That evening, Alvin told his wife about the strange occurrences of the day. As they were testing their newly purchased camera, an earthquake suddenly struck their home, shaking it violently. The next day, excitedly, Alvin told his colleague that he had captured the earthquake on camera. But as they reviewed the footage, they discovered a bizarre scene. The dust shaking loose during the earthquake seemed to settle on something transparent, outlining the shape of a person. They had captured a supernatural phenomenon. They were thrilled. The next day, Alvin went to his wife to discuss putting several cameras in the house to see if they could capture that strange thing again. For the next few days after installing the cameras, everything seemed normal. But one night, Chris suddenly woke up from her sleep and walked to the corner of her room, talking to her new friend Toby. From her daughter's responses, it seemed that Toby didn't like those cameras very much. They even talked about her father, Alvin. The next day, after watching the footage, Alvin approached Chris to ask about Toby. Previously, he and his wife had thought Toby was just an imaginary friend of the little girl and nothing unusual. However, after talking to Chris, Alvin suddenly felt that the little girl might really be able to see Toby. Chris said Toby was tall, a bit chubby, and looked very old, but he was cute and could do magic tricks. When Alvin continued to ask questions, Chris said she could only say so much. If she said more, Toby would get angry, and if they made Toby angry, they would get into big trouble. That night, Alvin told his wife about this, but she didn't take it seriously. She thought it was normal for children to have vivid imaginations. So, they went on without any further incident for a few more days. Soon, it was early morning on September 17, 1988, when suddenly the little girl ran from the doorway of the couple's bedroom as if she were chasing something. Later, she chased it to the doorway of their bedroom and stood there motionless. From then on, things became more and more eerie, more and more bizarre, as a huge conspiracy slowly engulfed Alvin's family.